Y'all know what time it is. We are here. It's finally here. You're listening to the All Burgundy and Gold Errrything pregame show powered by the Urban Sports Scene and Fox Sports Radio 96.9 FM and 1340 AM. Hopewell, Virginia in the season opener. The Washington Commanders are home, about to take on the New York Giants. I'm Wole and I'm joined by my guy, George. The homie Glen is running a little late, but he should be joining us. What's going on, George?
We ready. We ready.
Oh my God,
we
George.
ready. Let's go. It's fine. We have finally made it to Commanders game 1. It felt like it'd never get here.
Definitely. But we got a cool guest. We gotta make sure we get to our guest because obviously, her time is it's kind of tough, right?
Valuable.
All right. Anyway, but real quick, subscribe to our podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, tune in, iHeartRadio, and other podcast platforms. Just search All Burgundy and Gold Errrything. Also tweet us at ABG_Errrything and hit us up on IG and TikTok at ABG_Errrything. Make sure you subscribe to the All Burgundy and Gold Errrything YouTube channel. If you're in the YouTube chat, we accept super chats. Super chats help us support our show. The super chats will be prioritized over all YouTube chat comments. Also, our pregame is being streamed on the Urban Sports Scene X handle as well. All right, here's the rundown. We'll chat with Bowie TV's Commanders reporter Candi Waller. She'll be joining us live from Northwest Stadium. We'll also talk about the keys for Commanders victory and provide our predictions. Then finally, we'll select our Commanders fantasy football selections for the day. All right, let's not waste any time. Live from Northwest Stadium, we got Bowie TV's Commanders reporter Candi Waller. We're on What's Going On, Candi.
Hello. How are you all doing?
Round of applause for Kenny.
Round of applause. It's like it's the season. It's the season opener. We got Candi on. Wow, we feeling good, Candi. it's the season opener.
It is, and I'm posting something that I think people will like. But at any rate,
all right, great. I'm
we're
gonna
back.
find
all
it.
Back.
All right, I'm gonna find it and I'm gonna retweet it. I like to hear that. I like to hear that. So, like we normally start Candi back, as the season opener or every week when we do this pregame. Candi, what are some of the notable actives and inactives?
I think the biggest one was Chris Rodriguez Jr., right? My hope was that they were going to dress 4 backs. They typically don't, though, right? So they typically do not do that. But I was just hoping that they would. But they didn't. Okay. I also think it is of note that Trent Scott is inactive. Javonte Jean-Baptiste is inactive as well. And and these are healthy scratches. Right. So when I asked Coach Joe Witt Jr. last week about the linebackers and expectations for week 1, he told me one of the things I wanted to know, and that was that the young guys are still in a learning phase. So that let me know that Kane Medrano and El Cajo would not be dressed today. So I anticipated that based on that question. I was kind of trying to fill out what the inactives would be. So I kind of knew with those two that they weren't going to play. But I think those are the most notable. I think everybody's talking about the running back room. That's been a hot topic. You all know I've been tracking it. Yeah. Everybody's tracking it. And so, Chris is inactive. We knew once we got here that he wasn't going to play, but I was just really hoping they would dress 4 backs today.
Okay. But if they didn't dress 4 backs and just, for you, what was your thought process prior to today? Did you think it would go this way if they weren't going to dress 4 backs? Or this was pretty much what you thought would happen?
It's not what I thought would happen. I'm going to tell you why. It's because they elevated Chris Moore, and I still don't know why. And so,
yeah, I'm wondering that too.
It's just trying to figure that out, and I don't know, and I wish I knew, but I don't. And so, once Michael Dieter, yes, I understand that you need a backup center. That was never like, oh my gosh, why are they elevating him? Of course they are. You need a backup center. If things get moving on the offensive line and they need to move some folks around, if things don't, we're not speaking this into existence, but if things aren't working out with Josh Connolly Jr., this is an experienced, impressive defensive line on the Giants side. So if things aren't working out with his start and people need to be moved around, okay, understanding. And of course, Tyler Biotish can't be the only center, right?
Yeah.
So understood that. Was not real clear. So once I saw that Chris Moore was elevated, I said, okay, now they're going to dress 6 receivers, but not 4 running back, not 4 running backs, and that just I don't know. I like the intrigue of the 4 because I know that room is so deep,
Yeah,
and I knew it would be questions if they didn't dress 4,
yeah.
right? So we'll see.
George, feel free.
Yeah, but before I ask about the running backs, I've got to ask about George Fant being inactive.
Yes,
Is that
George
just a
Fant is
case
inactive.
of
That's right.
he just got here and he's still kind of working through getting used to everything?
That is going to be my assumption. I'm not certain. That was one of the names that I definitely kind of tossed out on my own list of okay, maybe he's not going to dress because um, he's new.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I don't think there's been an issue. At this point in time now, we no longer watch practice. We watch the initial portion, media viewing, but we're not watching teams
Mm-hmm.
anymore. So, other than special teams, we do watch special teams. So let me take that back. We don't watch like 11-11, 7-on-7 anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see, but that's going to be my assumption, George, that that's why.
Okay. So then we got at the running back thing because everybody reacted to seeing the depth chart and seeing Bill being fourth string. Bill's active, Chris is not. I'll be honest, because I was having this conversation with Wole before the show. I would have been disappointed if Bill was inactive, but I thought Chris had the better camp and a better preseason. And I was like ready to go with Chris Rodriguez because I think this show's been pretty pro Chris Rodriguez. He's played well every time he's got in. So that I am a little surprised and a little taken aback that he's not active. What do you think changed from when they did the depth chart to now?
I think that was just gamesmanship, honestly,
Mm-hmm.
because you got to put somebody in 4.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? I just
Yeah,
because 4 made the roster.
got it.
So I think I honestly do. That's my honest opinion because I knew 4 wasn't true. I knew that wasn't true
Mm-hmm.
just because I knew it wasn't true. But unfortunately, somebody has to go in 4. It would
Mm-hmm.
probably
Mhm.
wouldn't have been fair for anybody to go in 4. So that's just kind of the luck right there. Only makes sense for him to be 4 because he's a rookie, perhaps. But it I also thought it was a little bit of gamesmanship. That's my opinion,
Yeah.
But I was just like, because I think also some folks may have thought that that meant that he wasn't on the 53. He's absolutely on the 53. I mean, obviously, right? But
Mm-hmm.
somebody had to be 4.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think even what Cliff was saying, that's why, I made jokes about, I used to make jokes like I'll come on here and call people out if he's like if Bill was an actor, right? But I thought
He
also in
wasn't.
the back of my mind,
He
like you
wasn't for
said,
that.
Candy, like you said, I felt like, when Cliff Kingsbury came out and said certain things about, the hype of Bill, I was like, oh yeah, he may be playing folks. Like I
I
can see that.
mean,
I can see
and
that.
we talked about that a little bit after his presser,
Mm-hmm.
internally. And I mean, to be fair, I feel the same way. You know what I mean? But it's
Mm-hmm.
real. But
Mm-hmm.
it is interesting that a 7th rounder who did not play his entire senior season, right, except for like one
Mm-hmm.
game, there's been a lot of talk, in my
Yes.
opinion, about Bill, even more so than any other rookie
Yeah,
this
exactly.
this
I
in
agree.
this class.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
But I think it was because it was so much around Brian Robinson Jr., where people thought about him. It was
Yes.
just a point of conflict on the outside, even though it really wasn't. You know what I mean? Conflict internally. But it's just one of those things. I mean, yeah, and we go back again, gamesmanship.
Yeah.
Like
Mhm.
this crew, they're not showing their hand.
Yeah.
If you notice, another thing that kind of flew under the radar, but I think people caught on to it, right? And this is why I asked Jaden about Josh Connolly Jr. This is a
Yeah.
real thing. He is starting at right tackle,
I
right
should.
tackle,
Yeah.
everybody,
Yeah.
against
I
this
should.
defensive line. This is a very big deal.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
this is absolutely trial by fire. So while there was a lot of talk about the running back room, and rightfully
Mm-hmm.
so, nobody was talking about him winning and earning that right tackle position and starting today.
Yeah. I thought he was. I thought he was going to start. I thought he was fantastic when I saw him preseason. To be honest with you, and
Very
anybody
big
knows
deal.
I'm pretty tough on like I was pretty tough on the pick. And he won me over. So
Well, in a
I'm
day
for
like
it.
today, is exactly what Jaden said, right? You know they're going to try him.
Yeah.
He's going
Oh
to have to
yeah.
come from on the other side.
Yeah.
So you know where everybody going,
Yeah.
and so woo. I was excited until I got in here and I started sitting and I started looking and I was like, oh my gosh.
No, and also I would say this too. Also, all the talk about he's going to be tested by like, yeah, you can put in Burns or whatever, but he's going to be tested by the guy that everyone talked about how he stopped him, and that's Abdul Carter. He's going to be tested by Abdul
That's
Carter.
right.
That's going to be that's going to
Abdul
be a thing that people want to see.
and whoever else they
Yeah.
feel like putting up on them because they just not going to so easily want to go again. I mean, hey, if you had to take your pick,
Yeah.
who you going against? Larry Tunsil and Brandon Coleman, or you gonna go up against Josh Connolly Jr. and Nick Allegretti?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's keep it a buck. So that's
Yeah.
why I'm like, it's that right side of the line today that I'm like, my goodness, everybody, my goodness. But that is also why I was hoping they would dress four backs.
Yeah. Got you.
To have your pick of how you wanted to roll. And whoever gets the high hand, roll with it. They could still they're more than likely will do that. Let me be clear on that too. But that is also why the role of John Bates is going to be critical
Good. I like
today.
that. I love it. Love it. Yeah.
So important today.
No, I totally agree. Totally agree. So, so Candi, you got your thing called Use Your Clues. What are your clues today? What are your clues?
Well, I just gave y'all like a bunch.
Yeah,
right
give me your main one though.
Like that right side of the line. Okay. Or either I get Bill.
Yeah.
Check out the run game. Josh Connolly Jr., John Bates in blocking, and how he's used as an extension of the offensive line. The corners. I'm smiling. I'm so proud. I'm so proud of this group. I'm so proud. It's just different, man. It's different. Don't make me look crazy.
Don't worry.
Please don't make me look crazy, everybody. A healthy Marshawn Lattimore is good for the world. It really is. And I'm going to keep saying a healthy Marshawn Lattimore. We don't know a healthy Marshawn Lattimore. Y'all realize that? We don't know a healthy Marshawn Lattimore. Because he was playing last year, he was hurt. He's healthy. He is not hurt. So today will be a big day for the receivers. And let's see what happens at quarterback. Right? They said they got some packages ready in case they put Jackson Dart in. Russell Wilson, and historically has caused the Commanders problems. They did last year when he was with the Steelers. Okay, let's keep that real as well. This defensive line, keep whoever's at quarterback on the ground, period.
Yeah, I feel, go ahead, George. Go.
Because I want to ask, because you mentioned the corners. Malik Neighbors is big time. And he was in that first game last year. Even though he had to drop at the end, he was dominant. How much of a subject has Malik Neighbors been around Ashburn Park this week and about trying to contain him?
I mean, I think just the receivers overall. They're just trying not to. Remember last year, week 2, when the Commanders played, they didn't have any touchdowns. Right. So you look at on paper, this Commanders team should be a lot different. Going back to your question, George, about the receivers and specifically Malik Neighbors, I'm going to go back to the secondary. Yes, Malik Neighbors is absolutely who he is, but they got answers in the secondary. But let's see how. Are there going to be DPIs called today? You got to look out for those things where, the Commanders defense maybe in the past has given away gifts and made it easier for the opponent's offense to get down the field. Can you play clean? I get the combative things, but can you really truly play clean football on a receiver as elite as Malik Neighbors?
Yeah. Let me get into everybody knows who I like to talk about. I like to talk about Terry McLaurin. That's my guy. How much of Terry are we gonna get to see today? Like,
it should be a lot. I'm not anticipating it being any different.
Okay.
I mean, it could. A lot of the mix. I think a lot of you're dressing Chris Moore, all right. Yeah. But I'm assuming it's because Noah's just getting back, Terry's just getting back, so they're going to be reasonable. And we talk about the 4 running backs for hey, listen, Debo can do that too. Yeah. So you think about a Debo who's everywhere, but you going back to Terry. I think Terry will be. You'll see him.
All right. Are we really going to see Debo on doing returns? thoroughly? Are we really going to see that?
Well, listen, I've been telling you all summer that I've been saying I'm doing it. That's why I'm like, well,
All
I
right.
mean,
24/7 now?
I
Okay.
try to tell people
Okay.
that he's been over
Yeah.
there, that he's been
Yeah.
doing this.
Okay.
I've been saying it like, hey, there's a couple people now that I've been seeing doing it. And it's
Okay.
kind of funny to me because I'm like, okay, well, I saw you do it here and there, but I didn't see you as consistently doing it until regular season started. But okay, so I think the person needs to know Trent Scott is inactive today.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
That's
Ron,
what,
we'll let you know. I ain't want to. Yeah,
yeah.
I was going to let him know. Trent Scott's an actor, Ron. I ain't want to. Yeah.
But this is you should. It's going to be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be interesting to see what they do from a variety of perspectives. This is by no stretch of the means a easy game.
Yeah.
I mean, they're gonna have to come out, beating people like they stole something if they want to win these football games. These are very hard football. Oh, every football game is hard,
Yeah.
but week one is so weird. It's so bizarre. I
It,
mean, we've already seen weird, bizarre games already, right? And so
mm-hmm.
let's see.
No, I'm totally with you. Typically I will say, oh, Paul said Candy. Okay. Candy, is that okay, here you go. Candy, Paul,
It
Candy,
is
is that a
gold.
shade of gold?
It is gold because I can't wear burgundy and gold,
It's
so
a
I
shade of
wear
gold.
gold.
Yeah, I got you.
This is gold, and I may do a little something burgundy-ish
All right.
on Thursday. I haven't decided yet.
All right, Paul,
And then
let you know. All right. All right.
Andy always styling.
Styling,
Always
always
styling
Thank
styling, man.
on
you.
game
Always
day.
Thank
styling.
you.
Yeah.
Andy, it was interesting in the aftermath of the Eagles game Thursday night. A lot of Eagles fans were not as surprised as I was that they struggled and said, look, our starters barely or didn't play at all in the preseason.
Mm-hmm.
Is
Mm-hmm.
that how much of that is a concern about for these Washington starters who barely or didn't at all play in the preseason?
There's always a issue. That's always a concern. And we know that, Bobby Wagner, Zach Ertz, Von Miller, I'm missing somebody. It was four of them that didn't play. All I'm missing somebody, but
Eckler didn't play. I know Eckler didn't play like that either.
no, he played though.
He did he?
It's
Oh,
four
I
of
thought.
them, yeah, four of them that
Okay.
didn't play at all.
Okay.
And I'm missing. I don't even know. It's four. Somebody might remember.
Okay.
But Bobby, Zach, Vaughn, and there was
Mhm.
another one. So it would be interesting to see, those that barely played versus those that, didn't play at all.
Mhm.
Now, Bowie TV covers a team up the Beltway
Yeah,
that never plays
they
their
play
starter
nobody. They play nobody.
ever.
Well, they play rookies though. They played the rookies though. They played the
Right, but they
rookies.
don't play their start. They don't
Oh,
play
they
their
play.
starters at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Doesn't bother them. So it happens, right? Not my preference,
Mhm.
but it definitely does happen. But we'll see because real game action is different. Even regular season real game is even different from preseason. So we'll see the speed of it all.
It's always interesting with like how you compare it. I feel like
It might look a little shaky. It's gonna
yeah,
look. I shared this on a show last week.
yeah.
You might see some. You saw it Thursday. I feel like we saw it Friday with the Chiefs and the Chargers. You're gonna see a little bit of the dust coming off of everybody.
Mhm. Yeah, I think it's
Some
gonna
of
be.
it's gonna look a little rusty.
Yeah, I think you should expect that when you don't play as much, regardless of the
Hmm.
fact and anything.
Right.
Unless you just are a savant.
Yeah,
You pretty
And
much are
and
going to struggle in
that's
something.
right.
and Paul makes a good point, but I would tell you this, Paul, we looked like a preseason team in week 1 and week 2 last year. And given who we're playing in week 2, that's the concern that I have.
I mean, it depends on how I will say this, and Kenny, I'm about to let you go too as well. I will say this though. I feel like most of the league is doing it, therefore you're going to get that whole type of play. Like other than the Giants have played their starters, so that's going to be a little
Yeah.
interesting.
That's
The
yeah.
Giants are a team that did play their starters because they're trying to get acclimated. They have a lot of new players trying to get acclimated to the team. So I would say that's probably different. But I think the Packers played I don't think they played their starters like that. I could be wrong though, but I don't think they played their starters like that. But Candy, I appreciate you for being on. Before we let you go, and so you do your awesome, amazing work like you always do with great questions after the game and things of that sort. Can you let folks know how they can catch your content, how they can let them know about Bowie TV, plug everything you need to eat, socials, whatever.
Okay, perfect. So thank you all for having me as usual. I did want to see this. I don't know who JJ is, unless that's
JJ.
Devontae Jean Baptiste.
Yeah, I think John Devon. Yeah, I think so.
Is a surprise inactive. Is he hurt? No, it's not a surprise to me. And he
Yeah.
was hurt most in of preseason.
Yeah.
And he did play the last preseason game, but just from the sheer numbers and
Yeah.
all the things, not a surprise. I would keep my eye on that though.
Yeah.
I would keep
I
my
like
eye
it.
on that though. You feel me? So
I feel
I
yeah.
would
I
keep my
see
eye
you.
on that. Use your
Yeah.
clues.
Yeah. I see.
Everything else might have to do a toast to him soon. But anyway, um, uh,
Oh man.
Bowie TV YouTube channel. So make sure you're subscribed to Bowie TV. If you're in Prince George's County, Maryland, and Comcast cable subscriber, channels 190 and 1097 is where you can find our content. Make sure you can follow me on all outlets, Candi Waller or CEO CWall on Instagram, and CWall SE on X. So it's game day, game time. I'll be posting a lot on X. That's mostly, oh well, X and my Facebook. I try to do both, but I'm on X a lot.
Well, Candy, we appreciate you. Go do your great
Yeah.
work. We'll do this
Thank you
again
so
Thank
next
you
week.
so
much.
much,
We'll
Yes.
do it
Candy.
again Thursday.
Thursday.
We'll do it again
Thursday. And I just
Thursday.
have to remember that that is an hour behind. They
Yeah.
reminded me today.
Oh, it is? Oh, dang.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
Yeah,
yeah.
so it's
Packers are
eight
an hour back.
thirty, so
Green
they're an
Bay's in the
hour
Midwest.
back.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, the Green Bay's in the
That's
Midwest
the
Central
96
Time Zone,
time.
whatever it is, Central.
It's central. Okay. All right. That's good to know.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
All
right.
right.
Thanks.
See y'all. Thank
See you.
you.
Bye.
All right, bye.
Oh man, great Candy Waller, man. I
As
know one
always, she
one of the
brings
best.
it.
One of the best by
We
far.
are so
One.
lucky to have her every week on this show.
Yes. So that's a fact. That is a natural fact. All right. So
Yes.
George, I'm gonna ask you, man. Because obviously, I have the Terry agenda down packed. That's who I am. Like I'm all about Terry
Yes.
McLaurin. I got the Terry agenda. How often do you think we're gonna see? I mean, how for you? Like, how important is it for us to see Terry off the gate fast doing this thing for the fan base?
Well, I don't know if it's that important because let's remember
Right.
something about JD5, and this is something we love about JD5. He's going to spread it around.
Yeah.
But I think what you're going to see is a big play in the first half because what's going to happen with all these new weapons coming in and the fact that you've got Deebo Samuel, I actually think you'll see Deebo get a big play first
Mm-hmm.
and then Terry get a big play after that because New York's going to have to adjust. Because I think they'll start by doubling Terry because he's Terry and he's been the metronome for this offense. So I think it's going to be somebody else early, but I think it's going to be Terry later because at some point, Coach Lombard might be right. If it's Deebo early and he's killing them, they're going to have to do something to deal with that, and that's going to open things up for Terry McLaurin.
Yeah. My man Taj again. Paul asked Taj. Yeah, I'll do that, Paul, because Taj is at the game. And also Taj. I will say Taj at the game.
I was about to say something about that. I think it's going to be something like that.
Well,
this
no.
time.
Actually, I'll tell you. He says, I wonder if the stadium will be 80-20 split. I hope we came out and showed out as fans. Oh, yeah, we came out. Taj told us that he sees nothing but Commander fans out there.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
The days of NFC East rivals taking over this stadium are hopefully long gone forever. It's going to be a lot harder because this team is worth seeing now.
So all talk all the damn time. Yeah, I heard it's a Commanders fan base. So like I heard it's crazy out there. So it's not like what it used to be like when the Cowboys took over, the Giants took over, Eagles, even some weird team like Jacksonville took over. It's not like that.
The Steelers, oh God, I was there that night.
Well,
the
Steelers travel. Like I get the Steelers. Like I get that.
But it was
I get that.
it was at that point it was at an unprecedented level. It became
issue
way more precedented after that.
Yeah, the issue I have is when you have like the weird ones like Jacksonville or like you like
and the
Saints or whatever. Like what's happening here? We need the offensive line to open up lanes for running backs and protection for JD5. Throw to the open receivers. He'll throw to the open receivers, like the ones that are on the field. I know who you're trying to say. He'll throw to the open receivers.
Well, I want to ask you about that because Michael kind of is hitting on something that I've been talking about the last few days in other streams when people have been doing Commanders content. with this defensive line of the Giants being so nasty as they are, doesn't it have to be a lot of running and quick passes early? Try to wear this line down. That's how you, because they're going to come out firing bullets, and probably going to be some initially tough situations for our offensive line.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, no one knows what no one knows what to expect. But I will imagine. I imagine that you're going to try to use their pass rush against them. Read options, screen game. I wouldn't say quick. I mean, quick game. I feel like up tempo, you're gonna tire them out, side to side stuff. So I would say that like eventually you're not going to always be like doing running screen passes throughout the game. You saw, like, I'm a Michigan fan. You saw how that worked out. So you can't always run those gadgety like quick game screen passes or whatnot. Bless you. You can't always do like that type of stuff. So I would say, like, yeah, you're gonna do some of that stuff, but also I think you run at them too. At the same time, I feel like you'll spread them out and you run at them. Like you try to get them out of their lanes, and you got Jaden Daniels, which is like one of the cheat codes when you're dealing with aggressive pass rushers, because you're dealing with green. Other than Brian Burns, right? Brian Burns is a vet, right? But you got a dude Carter who's a green dude, like he's young. It's not about containment right now. He wants to get the quarterback. So you use that youthful energy against him, right? So you couldn't run at him. Like I feel like you should be able to run at him. You should be able to have him out of lanes, him break containment, and Jaden can just go out and do his thing, right? Like he's not, like, I can see that him not setting the edge and Jaden breaking containment and getting free. I can see that happening again because he's young and it's going to take him. For him, you got to use his inexperience against him. This week 1, so you'll get the best Abdul Carter in week like 5, 6, 7, whatever. So right now, I think you take advantage of Abdul Carter right now before he gets more season in the NFL. So I do think that there's some things, especially having Jaden Daniels, there's some things they can take advantage of with that pass rush. I would go at him more than I would go against Burns, and I like Burns a lot too, right? I mean, because I would go at him before him being green. I think Abdul Carter will be the better dominant player down as the season goes on, but I feel like you take advantage of it now. So yeah, I would do quick game. But I wouldn't do like wide receiving screens and crap like that. It wouldn't be stuff like that unless
but slants.
I do slants,
little 6 and 7 yard in
breaking I would do
type route type things.
But it'd be more quick game. It would be like up tempo. Like I would run quick, like I would run, and then I would do up tempo. Like we'd be no huddle. Like I would tire them out. Like, you know what I mean? I would tire them out.
Well, and let me throw this out in the ether, because people have been talking about it in the people are talking about that in the chat and talking about what you said. Over under on Jaden Daniels rushes. I'm gonna set it at 9.5. Does he have double digit rushes today? Do we see 10 or more carries for Jaden or less?
9. No, it's gonna be more than, it'd be like 9. Like,
okay,
all right, so he don't suck, but he doesn't contain either. Like Thibodeau doesn't contain.
And he ain't going up against Charles Leno.
Yeah, he's not bad. Like, this is different too. I mean, it's not even that. It's just Thibodeau he doesn't suck, but he's underachieved. Let me put it that way. He doesn't suck, but he's underachieved. Let's keep it. There's a reason why they're going to get rid of him after this season. They're going to get rid of him after this season. So he doesn't suck, but he's not him. Put it that way. He doesn't suck though. I won't argue with that. Well, this game should be put on your boy hand. Wait. This game should be put in your boy's hands. Terry, throw to him at least 10 times today. They won't throw to him that many times though. That's not how they run their offense. That's the problem. That when people say, that's a whole different argument. No, I'm not going to get to it. But if they throw the ball to him that many times, Terry will produce. That I will say. I'm that confident.
I'm saying total, Paul. I'm saying whether it's designed or scrambles, are we going to get 10 carries or less of Jaden Daniels today? Because that to me might be an indicator of how this game goes as well.
Yeah, I think Terry is going to. But yeah, I feel like for the offense that's a big thing. But I think they're gonna run at them more than they're gonna run a lot. I think, in my opinion, you have to you have to. When you got a violent pass rush like the Giants have, you have like running the ball weakens that. So I do feel like rather than we're thinking about passing game or whatever, you're going to run at it. So if Bill breaks along when now they're worried about how they can contain Bill. If Eckler is getting 5 yards a carry, you're gonna have to worry about that. That's how I look at it. I'm not gonna read your coach. Like, you gotta clean that up, Coach Lombard. I see your comment. Yeah, clean it up.
Deontay Banks, though, as a Terrapins fan, I've been disappointed in what Banks
his first year was good. His first year was good. Like, after that, I don't know what's happened to him. But his first year was good, though. I want
to see him improve, just not against us today.
He's not bad. He just had a bad. I think he had a bad. He's had a bad. Wait, this is his third year or is his fourth year?
I think it's his fourth year, isn't it?
Okay, I know his first year. His first year was good. I mean, you got a pass rush too, so he should be better. To be real with you, he should be better. So George, where we're at? What are your keys for Commanders' victory over the Giants?
I want to limiting the hits on the quarterback. I think I am very worried about this pass rush.
Really?
And his line's ability to hold it back. I hope what you said is true, that they are going to run a lot and that they're going to use no huddle and use tempo. Because I think you've got to tire this pass rush out. I think that's the biggest battle we have here is this line against this pass rush. And then just don't let Malik Neighbors go crazy. Don't let him have 10 for 157 and a couple touchdowns. I mean, stopping him is a lot to ask. I don't think we can do that because he's one of those ones. But let's keep him to something like 8 catches for 90. I think that would be like an okay performance.
I like this one. Run effectively and please stop the run. All right, this is the thing. If all those things happen, like what you're talking about, if Neighbors is killing us, I'm gonna be real with you. Neighbors is killing us. If the Giants pass rush is like shutting us down, then we didn't do a good job in the offseason.
Or preseason either.
Or but I'm gonna be real with you. Like, it's not nothing against the Giants. It's that, like, with Jaden's ability, like, he makes your offensive line better, like automatically makes you better. Like, how many times did he get sacked by the Giants last season? They still had a good pass rush last year. Now they added Abdul Carter, but they still had a good pass rush last year. All they did was add Abdul Carter. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like, they've had a really good pass rush. They've always had a good pass rush. Like, They just added Abdul Carter, who's a problem. Don't get it twisted. Abdul Carter is a problem. I'm not going to act like I'm not diminishing the kid. He is a problem. But, like, there is an element of it, like, Jaden makes life easier. And then Washington got better on their O-line, right? Like, so it's not like we're not looking at this. I guess this is what I want to say for Washington fans, Commander fans. Like, this isn't last year's team. Like, so, for instance, the Benjamin St. Juste ain't walking back in those doors. Like, you know what I mean? Like Emmanuel Forbes isn't walking back in through those doors. You have Trey Amos, who everybody thinks is the truth, and we're going to get to see it. I believe in Trey Amos. We got Marshawn Lattimore in the beginning of the season, who's who's better than both those cornerbacks already. We got Mikey. So we got corners, right? So we can't say, like, he's not going against who he was going against Davis. He was going against Davis and St. Juste.
Yeah, Mike Davis. Oh,
yeah.
Lord.
So come on, like, we're not there anymore. So when we see what Neighbors did to us that first game, to your point, George, understand who he did it to. Those numbers that you're talking about and you're referencing, look at who he did those to. It wasn't that he did those two. He didn't do those against, like, the better corners. He did it against St. Juste and Davis most of the game. So I'm not saying that he's not going to be do well against us, or even be effective against us. I'm not going to say that, but I'm saying the take over the whole game type of thing. Those are the guys that he was going against. So I'm not if he's having that performance again against us, we didn't do our job in the offseason. That's how I look at it.
Yeah, that's fair. Again, I wish our starters would have played more in this preseason. I just watching the mistakes that Philadelphia made the other night, and yes, I get it. Jalen Carter didn't play, and that was a big deal. Watching some of the things the Chiefs were doing, their offensive line,
they played though. They played though. They played the whole preseason. The Chiefs did play.
Okay, so
they played. I watched Chiefs. They played. They played almost as much as how close to what Cincinnati was doing. They played though. Chiefs played.
No, and that's something I'll be watching around the league is, Cincinnati and some of these other teams that did play their stars, and the Giants. It's like, do they get something out of it today? Yeah. Do they get a lot more out of it than they might have otherwise? Well, that's what we're going to find out.
The Chargers didn't play, though. which again, they didn't play. Like, or Herbert didn't play. He didn't. And I would say it's weird because I'm with you, George. I do think they should play more, but some teams, like, they ruin my argument. I'm not gonna lie to you. Some teams do ruin my argument. Mike said, key one is to protect JD5. Key two is penalties and turnovers. 3, Trey Amos and Lattimore holding down the pass plays, but 4 is stopping the run. They got stopping the run. That's number 1 for me. Stopping the run is number 1 for me. It's absolutely number 1 for me. Because if you don't,
that's something that kind of gets forgotten is that Tyrone Tracy
is good.
One of his really first good games was against us last year.
He's good.
In week 2.
He's solid. Tyrone Tracy is solid. So and again, it lets us know, are we ready for like the Saquon Barkleys of the world? We can't stop Tyrone Tracy. I'm gonna be real with you.
And Scatterboo, I think we might see a little bit of him today too.
I mean, that too. We'll see. Oh no, we'll see both. We'll definitely see both. But yeah, I feel like, but you have to, again, if we ain't stopping the run, we ain't do our job.
That's been the whole focus this offseason. Is we're not gonna get run over like we got run over in the championship game last year.
Stopping the run shows improvement to me off the rip. I agree, Paul. That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
That's what it is. Because I said this already. I said this on the show. I said the show on the show what I did when I did the Urban Sports Scene with and Donna was on it. I told her, like, I think I said it on Auburn and Go Errrything too. Like, our offense, there's no, like, we score 28. To me, we score 28 in our sleep when we're not rusty and when we're good. Like, we score 28 in our sleep, and I don't feel like it don't matter what defense it is. You still have to play at our pace, right? Like, you can hold us down for a certain point. We're still going to end up scoring 28. Now it's up to our defense to match up. So if our defense is able to, like, I think somebody said, like, I think Todd said it on one of, I think Todd may have said it. And Todd said we can be a top 6 defense or something. I was like, we're a top 6 defense. Nobody's beating us, bro. I'm telling you, like, because that's how potent our offense is. We score. Look how many. Look. We scored 28 in our sleep. Like, seriously. Like, even the games we lose or we get, like, we score. Like, that's not a problem. Us scoring is not a problem. So, like, it's up to now be able to win, because we win the time possession game a lot. But we need to, like, start getting off the field on third downs, and we have to start getting people on negative plays more often rather than when they gash us with big runs. So if we do that, I think we're a better defensive team. Definitely. Tunsil, Deluxe says Tunsil is the key. Yeah, he's the key.
Yeah.
Because that you got to, again, that's a trade you made to get him. You gave up some stuff. Big boy got to be what we're accustomed of seeing as a left tackle in DC. Like, he's gonna have to be that particular player. He's gonna have to be
one of those ones.
He's gonna be one of those ones. He's got to be the Chris Samuels. He's got to be the Trent Williams. He's got to be the Jim Lachey's. He's got to be.
That's right.
He's got to be those guys. You know what I mean? Like, he's got to be those guys. And if he can be that, if he can be one of them, then Washington's in great shape.
And he'll get the bag too this offseason coming up.
Definitely. We can't stop talking about turnovers. I think turnovers are going to be a thing. I think Washington's going to get a lot of turnovers, man. Coach, I know you're an Eagles fan. I'm telling you, bro. I think they're going to get a lot of turnovers. I do. I think it's a point.
I just can't. I almost when I see it, I'll believe it. I'm still a little bit skeptical on that because, I mean, it just, even in the and I know it's just preseason, but there were opportunities for turnovers there, and they couldn't get them, and it was just. It's just plagued this team for years, not taking those turnover opportunities when they have them.
That's true. Those are bench players, though. Again, I feel like the starters,
it is.
Mikey had like how many picks last year as a rookie? Like, Mikey's already. He's interception prone. Like, he's going to get you some. That Mikey, I think Mikey had like 3 or 4. He had like 4. He's going to give you picks. I feel like the way they're playing, for what Donna has told me. Like, they're not backing up. They're playing they're in your grill. Like, so they're not giving you space like the Benjamin St. Juices of the world. Like, they're not giving you space and all that. Like, whatever. Like, they getting in you, pause. So, like, they're playing solid defense. Like, they're playing like the corners, they're playing an aggressive style from what I've heard. Again, for me, I'm not worried about the secondary. I feel like the guys they have in place now, and they rotated the way I would like them to rotate, I think they'll be pretty fine. I mean, Percy Butler's out there now. I'm scared, but I feel like the guys they do have out there with I think I like what I saw out of Harris. I know Paul and I used to debate about that, and Paul was pro Harris. I like what I've seen out of Harris. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't think he's better than Chin, but I do think that he's gonna be good for this team. Harris, and I like what I saw. Everybody knows how high I am on Quan Martin. I think Quan Martin's going to take the next level, take it to, and all the reports I'm hearing from coaches, from reporters, they're saying the same thing. They expect Quan to take it to the next level. If they play Reeves more, I think they're going to be quite fine. I think they'll be fine. I like this question. What 5 players are we watching for today? George, I'll let you go first. Good question, Mike.
Josh Connerly Jr.
Okay.
That's a big one for me for obvious reasons that we've already talked about before. I don't know if he's got a chance to get on the field, but if he does, Jordan McGee will be one that
I think
catches
Jordan
my
McGee's
eye.
on the field. I think he'll get on the field.
Okay. Maybe he'll get on special teams.
I think he'll play. I think he'll play.
Okay. Trey Amos. Mm-hmm. I want to see Trey really get a good look at Trey Amos as well. So that's 3. I hate to say it, but the damn kicker, Matt Gay, is going to be.
That's number 1.
I'm going to have the on him, and because if he does anything wrong and he makes a name for himself in the negative today, I'm going to have my beady little eyes on Jeremy McNichols because you know how I feel about him.
All right, for me, I'm going to have it will be Matt Gay, Austin Eckler. I like the Jordan McGee one. I like that one a lot. Who else am I gonna have? Oh yeah, definitely Ricky Connerly. Connerly's 3. Yep. I'm gonna have Mikey 4 because I'm interested to see how he's gonna play in the slot. Because I'm not a big fan of him in the slot. And I would say Jaden's easy. I'm not gonna go Jaden. Bill, of course, I'll go with Bill. Yep. I want to see what Bill. I want to see it. I want to see it. You're going against a solid defense, which is good, a solid defense. You're going to be used because I don't think he's a special teamer type of player to me. So yeah, I think he'll be used. So I want to see what he's going to do. Actually, it's week 1, so I'll pick the correct way. I've already, if you go on X, and because my man Big Doug McCray, he comes out with these prediction lists. I've already made my prediction already. I've picked it. Usually I
missed that. I missed that tweet because I always like to reply with mine in that tweet, and I missed it. So I
don't know if it's out, but I know I've already tweeted it. I mean, I've already put my pick in there. I think it's typically out already. It should be out by now. Unless Doug's being lazy. Doug, if you're watching, you're being lazy. But yeah. My picks are in. So I pretty much pick how I feel for the first one. Now after that, they got to show me how they do it. After that, then if they go against me, then I have to go against them. And then that's how we work it.
And remember, he was doing it for the culture last year.
Oh, everybody knows it. Everybody knows it.
But people,
not everybody knows
hassling you all the way up to the championship game. People were hassling you about
No. I take that back. They didn't know. Some people didn't know. They were real stupid with it. I'm like, good God. They're acting like I'm on a Commanders platform with on this show. All my shows, most of my shows, Commanders platforms. And then I do the thing with Doug, which is the Commanders for Commanders content creators, right? But I'm always picking against the Commanders. Think about it. Go back and really think. I'm picking the Commanders against them. They playing the Carolina Panthers. Come on. Common sense. I'm like, come on, guys. No, do better. For real. Luke, all right, coach says Luke, Senate, Lattimore. Look, man. Oh, Kinlaw is on my depth. You know what, Coach? Kinlaw is on my list too. Sorry. I don't know how you would have Luke and Senate on your list to watching. Why would you want to watch? They're not going to do anything. I'm not going to lie to you. And I like Ben Senate. And Luke McCaffrey's a nice guy. So, but they're not going to but I don't know why would you put them on your list. I don't get it. I don't know. Yeah, Timothy. Yeah, we already talked about this.
Van isn't active, and Candy's comment on that was that he's just maybe not all the way quite up to speed yet because he got here pretty late in training camp and preseason. Yeah. That's great news, Deluxe. That is great news.
Yeah, I'm here. Fans held him. I know. Yeah, I knew it.
Well, that's great news. I mean, we've all been in there. When there have been thousands and even tens of thousands of Giants fans been in that place. We've all been in there.
Face Coach Tap. What is that? Wole, you do face Coach Tap. What? Huh? What?
I mean,
what does that mean?
I don't know. I mean, maybe he's would you? I don't know. Maybe he's saying you got to face Coach Tap for picking against.
You do look like. I look like. Oh, you do look like Coach Tap. I like Coach Tap. He got hair, bro. I don't got hair, bro. That dude
Virginia
got hair.
Tech.
Yeah, that dude got AP invested in those. Yeah, he did. I mean, he did, but you can. I mean, come on, man. Come on, Coach Lombard. We talking about in this game. Like, who are we really trying to look for? Come on, man. That's during the whole season. Yes, I'm looking for those dudes a whole season so I can have like a certain whatever. But come on, this game. Nobody looking for Luke and Ben Sinnott in this game. I mean, let's keep it a bean. Kinlaw, yes. Tunsil, Lattimore, yes. We're not looking for those two. All right. We're not looking for them. Let's keep it a bean. Let's come on, man. Coach, you my guy. Come on. We're not. All right, George, are you looking for Luke and Sinnott for real in this game?
No, I mean, be nice, but no.
No. Legitimately, are you looking for them? No. No one's checking for them. No one is. Let me use the term of the streets. No one's checking for them. Okay. No one's checking for them. We're not checking for those two. All right. We're not doing that. Timothy. Oh yeah. My bad. I don't know. I mean, that dude is like, I ain't gonna lie. Coach Tap, cool dude though. Won't even lie to y'all, man. Like, he should be a head coach down the road. Won't he hold you? All right. Predictions, George. Predictions.
All right, the perfect timing because I just threw mine up on both X and Facebook. Right. I am going with a very close game. I'm going 20-17 Washington.
Wow, you like?
I think the Giants' defense is going to play well.
Wow, that's what's up.
Man. And I think they're going to pose some problems for us that we're going to have to fix as the season goes along, especially with who we got on Thursday and some of these games in this pretty tough schedule, and of course, eventually Philadelphia way down the road. I think we're going to be walking out of that game saying, "Ooh, we got some stuff to work on." So, 20-17 Washington.
Paul says my key players are Marshawn and Bill. That's cool. Timothy, Glenn's not at the game. But
but congratulations to Glen, Prince George. They won last night, so he's the guy that's their head coach. 200th win as a high school coach. So
awesome. That's awesome. All right, so Paul has 31-10. I have it.
Oh, I'd love that. I'd love to be sitting there in the fourth quarter just relaxing. That'd be so nice.
I have it 30-17. Washington. I just don't feel like I'm not pro Russ. Won't lie to y'all. I think Russ hasn't been Russ. I do disagree with Candy. Did say something about Russ typically kills us. I guess the Steelers, he made the one play, but he didn't kill us. We just, that's more St. Juice not knowing how to play defense. But we typically beat Russ though. Typically, we've beaten Russ a lot. Like he was in Seattle his last few years in Seattle, we beat him. Even Kirk Cousins beat him. Like with the stupid, like that one play to Dotson, and he beat him. We beat him in FedEx a few times. Like other than that playoff game, obviously the playoff game that kind of resonates with everybody. Like we pretty much have good success against Russ. So it's not like I'm never scared. I'm never scared of Russell. I mean, what am I calling Russ? What am I doing? I'm never scared of Sierra's husband. I've never been scared of Sierra's husband. You know what I mean? I'm not that person.
Richmond, Virginia's own Russell Wilson.
Yeah, huh? Yeah. I mean, he's a nice guy. I'm sure he's a nice guy. I'm sure he's a nice guy. Look, Coach 23-20 Washington money points. I like the San Diego 31-21. And I'm gonna tell you why I picked that score. Yeah, Paul. Yeah, I'm definitely Paul. Like I'm not. This is why I start the season like this. Don't get it twisted, Paul. We're going backwards. We're going back if something bad happens today. Don't get it twisted. And then I'm like, hey, Paul, if something bad happens, you can blame me, but also blame Mike too at the same time.
That's right.
I know I said last season. He beat us last season.
Yeah.
But he wasn't great I'm gonna be real with you. He wasn't great, but he beat us though.
No, because who got
Yeah,
to go
St. Juice
hurt
didn't know how to play football. Like he got
against the
beat
guy
by
that
a one-legged.
that's like
St.
literally the last thing he did in the NFL that was significant.
He got beat by
He
one-legged.
retired.
He got beat by a one-legged dude. Like, what we doing here? Like, you could have threw. Hey, Timothy, you could have threw that pass to St. Juice. I mean, to
Yeah.
Williams. You could have threw that pass to Williams, Mike Williams. You could threw that to him. That's how bad St. Juice was. But like in that game, he wasn't knocking the doors down. Like, I could be wrong. He may go back to vintage Russ. I mean, vintage Sierra's husband. You know what I mean? He may go back to vintage. I don't know. But y'all not gonna give me. I've never been like, oh, he holds the ball, he'll get sacked. Let me tell you, he'll get sacked. We'll have some sacks. So, but I'll go this route. I think Washington's at a place right now where like we're gonna score. I don't care how good the Giants, whatever. We're gonna dominate the possession game. Like the Giants aren't a quick scoring team. They're not, but we are. We're a team that holds the ball. We win the time of possession. And I feel like, again, like I said this earlier, we score. Like we do score. If we don't beat ourselves, we will score. Now the weather may play a part. I'm guessing a little bit. That may change something a little bit. And you know what I mean. But other than that, I feel like if the weather clears up, Washington will be fine. They'll be fine. So that's why I have my score. And if they don't, and if I'll say this, if the Giants score like 27 points, Joe, we need to start talking about Joe Witt Jr. That I will say, because we're going to see better offenses than the New York Giants offense. We're going to see better offenses. True. All right, we're going to see one on Thursday. Starting on Thursday. That's what I'm saying. Like we don't have to have that discussion. I know a lot of people don't want to have that discussion, but we're going to have to start having that discussion. Paul said, fellas, do you believe we're here already? Special shout out to y'all for keeping everyone up to us updated during the offseason. No problem, bro. I appreciate you. I can't believe it, bro.
Absolutely, Paul.
We're like 5 minutes away. But all right, let's get into George. Let's get into our little portion of like when we like to have a little fun. So it's obviously when football season starts, fantasy football season starts. So y'all gotta get ready. All right. We only pick fantasy football ballers for the Commanders. So who do you think is going to ball out for fantasy football today for the Commanders? George, I'm gonna start with you.
This is a backup pick because, quite honestly, thinking that Chris Rodriguez was going to play and do well, I was going to have Chris Rodriguez in a few lineups, and I had to get him out of there. So my backup is Zach Ertz.
Zach Ertz? All right. Hold on, let me respond to this. Dude, you never – Mike, I'm going to call you Michael. I used to call him Michael. You never – look, I acknowledge when I'm wrong. I'm wrong on quite few. Not often. I'm quite few. Like, not wrong a lot. Like, it's like this little. You are wrong a lot. But do I say anything? No. You think Luke, look, know what? You think Luke McCaffrey is good. You know what? You lose so many points right now off that alone. Like we're doing the SATs, and it was like, all right, and I'm aging myself. We're doing the SATs, bro. And it was like, all right, the simplest answer, you lose multiple points. Boom, the Luke McCaffrey thing was hold you back. You would fail your SATs. I'm like, that's it. Just when people say if you put your name wrong on the SATs, you're already over. The same thing. You get like 300 points for when like put your name correctly on the SAT, bro. You would fail because you put Luke McCaffrey, Luke Peters. I don't even call Luke McCaffrey Luke Peters. Stop. So don't come to me about being wrong. All right, I should full screen this. Mike, Luke McCaffrey. How many catches is he going to get? Answer that question, buddy. Answer that. Come back to me at that, buddy. Answer that one. All right, well, ain't playing about the defense. I ain't.
No, he ain't.
I ain't. That defense better be real, bro. I'm telling you. It better be real, man. Joe Witt Jr. better. Yeah, he on the clock. For real. Yeah, punt return. Looking like it. I mean, we get
he's saying
anyway.
Debo if you're in a PPR league, which is
not bad. I'm sorry, Debo PPR. Sorry.
Yeah,
PPR.
That's not a bad idea, Coach Lombard.
Yeah, not bad.
I think I did one lineup where I'm using Debo.
Oh, Mike, you got okay. You got Bill as your fantasy football pick?
If Bill busts one, I'm gonna be singing the Marvelettes on the post game show after. We're gonna be doing a little bit of the Marvelettes.
Yeah,
on the post game show afterwards.
Glen's out here. He's like, they need to stop the run for real. Definitely need to stop the run.
Yes.
Yeah, can't wait for George's grade of our defense after the game. Yeah. Debo. Oh, I like
Hopefully,
I
don't have to be harsh.
Debo is really that's a good one. I like Debo. Debo's a really good. I'm gonna stick to my thing, man. I'm a jerk, man. I'm gonna stick to my thing. Not a jerk, because if I was a jerk, I would say Luke McCaffrey. If I was a jerk, I'm not gonna say Luke McCaffrey. Hey, he'll get 2 or 3 catches. Hey, I should say Luke McCaffrey. You know what? For fun. No, I'm not gonna do it to myself. I like myself way too much. Terry McLaurin. That's my fancy.
There you go.
Terry McLaurin. Hey, Mike.
We got our
no,
agendas.
I ain't gonna lie, Mike. Hey, Mike, is Luke McCaffrey sponsoring you, dog? Like, real talk. Like, you like this dude way too much. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Do you know his father? Do you know his daddy? Do you know Ed McCaffrey? Do you know Ed?
Easy Ed.
Do you know Ed? Austin Eckler is a good one. Austin Eckler is a fantasy king. Facts. Damn, Glenn, that's a good one. Austin Eckler is. I mean, the supreme fantasy king is Jaden Daniels. I mean, that's easy. I could have said Jaden. That's easy work, but I'm not gonna do Jaden. That's easy work.
Yeah, that
Jaden's easy work.
Kind of goes without saying almost.
Jaden's easy work. Like I could say Jaden. All right, y'all, man. We about to close the show. The game's about to start. But don't forget to tune into our post-game show directly after the game. We'll be on YouTube and IG Live. We'll also be streaming on the Urban Sports Scene X account as well. Hey, don't forget to subscribe to our podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and other podcast platforms. Just search All Burgundy and Gold Errrything. Also tweet us at ABG_Errrything. Hit us up on IG and TikTok at ABG_Errrything. All right. Also, if you haven't, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, our All Burgundy and Gold Errrything YouTube channel as well. Anyway, appreciate everybody for pulling up. Week 1 of the pregame is dead and done. We're going for the postgame tonight. Well, not tonight, this afternoon. So make sure y'all pull up. Anyway, you've been listening to All Burgundy and Gold Errrything, powered by the Urban Sports Scene and Fox Sports Radio, 96.9 FM and 1340 AM. Hopewell, Virginia, for ages. Yidig deuces. We are out. Peace.